If I were to undertake the imperative of improving or altering a behavior of, say, a family member or friend, I'd have to use psychological cues in order to motivate the said family member or friend to alter his or her behavior. Reinforcement is a common cue used in encouraging or improving a specific behavior of an individual. So let's take as an example that my brother is following a diet. Say that my brother believes due to a strict eating schedule and abstinence from snacks during the day in accordance with his diet, he can eat a slice of chocolate cake every single night before he goes to bed. He believes that the slice of cake serves as a reward for his observance of his diet, and in the end, the harm done by the slice of cake is menial to the overall progress of his diet. To my brother's point that the cake does little harm to his diet. Yes, the slice of cake holds little harm when looked at in a short frame of time, but when this scenario is placed in a long-term duration, say for months or even years, the cake would hinder the progress my brother would be making towards losing weight significantly. Due to the refutation that the cake would not hinder the diet itself, but merely the progress of the diet, I ask what the purpose of a diet is then if we exclude factors such as time from the equation. People who follow diets often do so in order to lose weight. In order to lose weight, one must be firmly abstinent from all possible temptations, point in case a slice of cake. Furthermore, losing weight in progress which is steady and consistent, barring the possibility of staying in the same place one was at to begin with. As an analogy, it would be similar to attempting to quit cigarettes by allowing oneself to smoke only one cigarette a day. Yes, you would be making progress from where you once were, but you would not be eliminating the process in the slightest. If anything, smoking a cigarette a day would be counterproductive to your goal. Though it would be difficult, it would be ideal to abstain from cigarettes entirely, to go cold turkey as it were. Reinforcements to such behavior would be the support of family members and friends, the health benefits gained from abstaining, and the accomplishment of overcoming such an arduous obstacle. Now, if you were to gradually abstain from smoking through a process of weaning by smoking only a cigarette a day, though an easier mode of progress to follow, the chances of you lapsing back into smoking are significantly higher, being that the object you are trying to abstain from, the cigarette, you are continually reinforcing by smoking daily. Much like the diet, what my brother is trying to avoid he continually indulges in, and will justify it by stating it's in a small ration. Now this reasonably sounds contradictory. The most proper form of behavior adjustment in this case of regulating a diet would be to avoid all possible deterrents to the diet, including the cake. Now the increased physical stamina and physical ability of my brother should already serve as proper reinforcement for him to maintain his diet, but there are other reinforcers which outside subjects could impose on my brother in motivating him towards his goal. I could take him to a roller coaster park free of expense every time he loses 15 pounds, for example. The reinforcer must signify to my brother that his progress is being accounted for, and that his progress above all else is good and should be continued. This also calls for the consequence of such a task to therefore be stressed as being contingent, meaning it is dependent on the means of accomplishment, in this case the diet. For my brother to accomplish his goal, he must lose weight, meaning he must maintain his diet. Hence the consequence of this task is contingent. The end of the goal serves as the primary reinforcement of the diet, losing weight. Thus, the task my brother is undertaking could be said to be in and of itself the primary reinforcer to his aimed goal. Now, as to whether my brother's abstinence from all sweets could be deemed in any manner as unethical, I would assume that all would find the statement to be to the contrary. The aim of aiding my brother to reach his highest physical ability, to help him lose weight, would be, I believe, universally praised. The measure which would be undertaken to help my brother lose weight also would not be in any way harmful to his health or psychological well-being. Therefore, the aim of my brother's task would be in no way, shape, or form unethical, and if anything, the task itself is ethical insofar that I am helping my brother attain a goal which would greatly benefit his life. The reality of the task as well calls for my brother's strict observance of his diet, being that losing weight is not something which occurs simply overnight. As such, the feasibility of my brother accomplishing his aim is greatly contingent on whether he is strict in following the means to such an aim, his diet. So as to the feasibility of my brother's goal, it is very possible, but much like any task, it would require hard work, purpose, and drive.